is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm basically going to confirm some things that weren't confirmed in the first episode of the series, which some of you might be asking. Now, these are just random questions I come up with since you guys don't ask me the questions. And so, one question that you guys might be asking is, what is the name for the next episode? Well, I like to call it with Double Trouble. One, there's going to be two antagonists, and two, because I feel like with there being two antagonists, there should be a name that relates to Double Trouble. And the third thing is that the second antagonist isn't going to be revealed until somewhere around the episode. And yes, I did mention that it was going to be uncanon, and that it was going to be about a game that ended. Now, I'm just going to confirm what the game is. It was Roblox Piggy. Now that the true ending has been found out, now I decided that I might as well make a memorial for the game in my YouTube channel. No, I'm also going to continue this memorial by making him basically a resume of the whole Piggy story up until now before Inner City releases and before or any other updates to the original game. Now, another question you guys might be asking from Double Trouble is, who are the two main antagonists, which I literally just confirmed. So right before this, I'm going to confirm that Freddy is actually dating. I just never said it in the video because I felt like if it was going to be rushed, it was supposed to be longer. And that's when there was going to be the mention. And fun fact, that one scene was a blooper of the guy speaking Spanish. It was because my parents were talking, and my mom couldn't hear my dad, and my dad had to speak like that. So then now it's just like something that just showed up as a blooper. It was really funny, but I just kept it in the video because I thought it was hilarious. Yes. Now, the next thing you might be asking is, what is the script for this? Look, before this, I'm going to say that I really liked Thomas the Tank Engine back when I was a kid. And there's this certain kid, little girl that I have to take care of, and really likes Thomas the Tank Engine. So I simply just got out all my old Thomas the Tank Engine stuff of the rails with Trackmaster and stuff. I even had some old Kara Tommy and Playreal old toys. Oh my god, I can't talk anymore. And basically now I think I'm getting obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine again, so Thomas the Tank Engine will get a cameo in this. He'll mostly be the main person that does something that Freddy and the others want. So now with that being said, I'm about to read the script. One day, in a small town, when a big railway was built. Years later, a group of friends who made an entire family called the Fazbears lived in one big house, which was literally really close to the railway. And in this railway, trains had faces for some reason. Yeah, I know, it's weird too. And basically, basically the main one here, we like to call him Thomas. Interruption from narrator. Tom's voice line saying, "Hey, what are you doing in interview? Basically just introducing me." Narrator. Introducing you. What does it look like? What? People already know who I am, so I'm pretty sure they'd be familiar with me. Okay, right. Right. But just hear about Edward's time. Just hear about Edward's time. I'm in Bendy. Yeah, about that. What? Why was Edward acting crazy? Well, he got jump scared by Brute Boris, and he went, well, insane. Oh God. I'm just gonna skip you. So one day, four of these went out to do something. 6 of these characters went out to do something. Actually, it was only 5. These were Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, Toy Chica, and Toy Bonnie. They were going to the mall and were eventually left there by Thomas. They were at town, and supposedly there were some karaoke. These stages. Eventually, all 3 of the 6 characters split up into groups of 2, making 3 groups. These groups consisted of Bonnie, Chica, while the others consisted of Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and the final one consisting of Freddy and his girlfriend. Since Freddy was super popular here from having a YouTube channel called literally just the Freddy channel, it was extremely popular, but barely any people watched him. Until he made a video called Smashing a Choo-Choo Train onto some Doritos Funny XD, which for some reason blew up in popularity and people started to recognize him. Although he said in some videos that he doesn't really like socializing with strangers and that he prefers that nobody recognizes him. And so, nobody recognized him. Eventually, Freddy and his girlfriend ended up finding one of these karaoke stages, in which they sung the tutorial song from Friday Night Funkin'. Eventually, we'd cut back to Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie, who were literally just searching for something to buy. Eventually, Toy Chica ended up finding some claws, and Toy Bonnie ended up finding an action figure with arms on the back, which worked as tentacles. While in the meantime, Bonnie and Chica went to see this one guy who was, well, insane. For some reason. Eventually, it cut back to Freddy and his girlfriend, who were looking for other stages as they got bored of the main one really quickly. And this one, you'd see some important background characters. Some of these being Sad Mickey, just him. But you'd also see other cameos from characters, such as the original boyfriend and girlfriend and Pico from the original Friday Night Funkin' game, Stickmin, Groovy, Mookie, and Donland. And two eyes coming from a shed. Eventually, Freddy and his girlfriend decided to go inside the mall. But Torchica and Toy Bonnie never saw them for some reason. Mostly because they were out just testing things. And eventually they found something that didn't allow testing. And they played it illegally. So Toy Bonnie and Torchica had to get the heck out of there. Not before buying something, which not yet is known. While Freddy and his girlfriend were being stalked inside. And then the three groups found out of a supposed character festival. The three of them got costumes. Freddy's girlfriend getting a cat costume. Freddy getting a bendy costume that was made of copies of Sammy Lawrence's mask. Bonnie dressing up as the odd ones out. Torchica and Toy Bonnie just dressed up as literally just a piece of Lego. They went there, and there were people who were being chosen for a karaoke song. Eventually, Fred and his girlfriend, who we're just gonna call Sally. Actually, that's her official name. And basically, Sally and Freddy were brought onto the stage, and Freddy was supposed to rap battle someone. Eventually, we cut to a shadowy character in the crowd. Now, in the crowd, we'd see more cameos. It was of the same characters that I just mentioned. But we'd also have Emmett from the Lego movie. Some guy dressed up as Thomas the Tank Engine. Bendy, Boris, and Alice Angel. And we also see another cameo of Sad Mickey. Walking in the background, but this time he was smiling. Actually, he'll be smiling. And this shadowy character says, "Finally, after so long, I can be with them." And eventually, these characters get pushed out of the crowd by this shadowy character. And someone screams, "Freddy Fazbear, please date me. Choose me, please, you're so cute in person." Smiley face. Literally, they just say that. And eventually, she'd be chosen by the stage people. While Sally would say, "Who the actual heck?" While Freddy would just pull a boyfriend on them and just say, "Freaking beep, beep, beep," or whatever the heck boyfriend said. But seriously, who the heck are you? And this person would say, "Hey, my name is Carol. I'm here to fight for Freddy's love." And Freddy would say, "Yeah, this is my life, alright." And Freddy called for his friends, but nobody came. The thing was that Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica went to buy something, while Bonnie and Chica were kicked out from stealing popcorn, which I don't know why they did it. And there's nobody to help Freddy or his girlfriend. So Freddy decides to start the rap battle. in which Freddy would win, which would cause Carol, the fangirl, to go insane and literally try to kill Sally. Freddy tried helping, but he ended up being pushed. First, as Carol said, "You'll be with me now." And as Carol was about to stab Sally, that's when it happened. Carol would immediately be jump scared by Sad Mickey, who was now in his insanity phase. He was made of some weird inky stuff. The trio of the Bendy characters would see this, and Bendy would say, "Seems like we're in trouble, Boris." Eventually, the trio transforming into weird mutated states of them. Bendy transforming into Ink Bendy, Boris transforming into the Brute Boris, and Alice did nothing. She passed out. So it was up to Boris and Bendy to get rid of Mickey and the fangirl. Eventually, Freddy would stand up, but the fight would be taken outside. Right. And as Freddy was about to see the light of day, as another fangirl was about to kill him and use him as a stuffed animal, this other fangirl, which we're not going to talk about, straight up just dies on the spot. A giant tentacle would shoot out from the floor, throwing her across the road, killing her. Eventually, more tentacles would show up, punching cars multiple times, flipping them up. And eventually, whoever was doing this was revealed to be Toy Bonnie and said, "Hello, Freddy." Freddy would scream, "How in the heck did you get that?" Toy Bonnie screaming, "I have no idea. Now it's time to get you to safety." Eventually, Toy Bonnie throwing Freddy into a car while Brute Boris and Ink Bendy fought Sad Mickey and Sally. Actually, no, it wasn't Sally, it was Carol. Eventually, Freddy was thrown inside of that car or through the doors, and eventually a loud bang would be heard, and then another one, and then another one, and then that's when it would happen. Out of nowhere, a hole would be blown out from the van, and then what the? Toy Bonnie, how did you get access to this? Toy Bonnie had given Freddy spiky tentacles that he could use to stab evil characters. Eventually, Carol would think she was about to stab and finally kill Sally. And so, Sad Mickey would go into his normal form and tackle Carol, causing her to fall into a puddle of ink, eventually dissolving her, killing her. But she wasn't gonna go that easy. She got out of there immediately after she died, as she had some kind of power that caused her to be immortal whenever she wanted. And as she was about to stab stab Sally again. That's when Sally would see a final time when she saw Nightlight. Sad Mickey literally impaled her, eventually throwing her into a concrete wall, causing her to fall into barrels, eventually killing her. Freddy joined the fight with Toy Bonnie, both of them eventually killing Sad Mickey. But Sally was mutated now. Actually, it wasn't Sally. Carol was mutated now. And Carol would try to kill them. How is she mutated? Well, the ink that she was splattered on was contagious. And being impaled by Sad Mickey just made it worse. And those barrels were full of oil, causing Mickey's oil to go into her skin and mutate her. She tried to kill Freddy, but if Freddy wasn't fighting, he left the fight to Boris, Bendy, and Toy Bonnie. And Freddy fought on Mickey, eventually making a number on him, and saying, "Come on, Mickey, wake up! It's not too late. Hey, you may think you're alone, but we're all still here. We are your friends. No matter who you're lost throughout the days, that doesn't matter. You can still be alive." Mickey only looked and made a frown before dying. Eventually, Freddy went back to the fight just to find out that they were defeated. And as Freddy was about to die, giant strips of ink fell on top of Carol. Eventually, these strips of ink generated Mickey. Mickey said, "You're right, Fazbear. I may not have a girlfriend or a dog or any more of my original friends, but I still have them here." Freddy would say, "You're right." And then